a well-nourished ingrown hair, only this one is healthful and nourishing. Whew. Juxtapose what is, in my experience, a loving and caring and insightful, a very insightful, soul-holding, unconditionally giving feeling that I get from those choruses. And you juxtapose that feeling with some of the instruments. Like the song even opens with like this very, I don't know, it just begins with a lot of emotion. That's not that. And then, lyrics start and things start ramping up a little bit slowly. And then all of a sudden the bass kicks in. Ba-ba-da-bam, ba-ba-da-bam, or something like that. I can't sing bass. That bass makes me feel like it doesn't make me anything. It's just consistently, I find my mood roused when I get to that first real good let off into the song, that launch pad into the song, when that bass and the drums start hanging out, the lyrics start coming regularly. That part, I start getting like this feeling. I've gotten this feeling before. Where it feels like, man, I'm on this clandestine mission in enemy lands. There's this sense of secrecy and urgency and excitement and waywardness and longing and emptiness. There's a sense of like in Stranger Things when they talk about the upside down. And when you see it, and there's like these flakes falling out of the sky. Yeah, decay. There's like a sense of decay and enrapturing darkness and that kind of thing. My mind is filled with like smoke and gaseous plumes and acid rain and black sand beaches and brown, craggy, rocky mountain ranges where smog might live, since we're talking about The Hobbit on this runcast for whatever reason. So you juxtapose that feeling. The underprepared but hopeful, spirited adventurer out on the mission, out on the pilgrimage. No gold in sight, danger everywhere, and opportunity. And then you hit the main chorus and it's like, oh, that's right. Come home. It's okay. Come on in. I think we might have touched on this last time. I guess there's a lot of repeating themes of why things reach me personally, or what I'm reaching for when I listen to things, what I'm hoping gets drawn out of my own system from the stimulation of these songs and media that I take in. It probably says more about me than the media message that was intended by the people who made it, if any. Who knows? I got homework for you. Listen to Personal Prometheus. Lay a comment down. Tell me, what was it like to listen to it? And don't you dare listen without headphones on. Don't do it. Don't listen casually. All right, you can listen however the hell you want. I'm not going to get on your steez about that. Music is for the listening. If you enjoy music without headphones on, then really it's more important that you enjoy it than you do your homework. I'm not a disciplinarian. I'm not going to come after you with a yardstick. I promise. We're not grading, neither on a curve nor a plane. Participation is what matters. And since I have zero inkling who might be tuning into this far along, or further, or wherever, honestly, well, that just leaves me, don't it? I once said if I just move one person one time, with this podcast and provide for them a moment's invitation to levity or to a bettering of their own circumstances, then this podcast has done its job, even if it takes 1,000 hours to get there. Which it will, depending on whether or not I actually do this thing to the natural end game that I've still not talked about. You don't get to know still. That also hurt my eardrums. Whew. Some people really love the 4th of July. It's coming up. I'm into it. Maybe not every day, but if you like to shoot guns off and make nice big sounds and bang metal together and ricketa racketa and scare the donkeys and the doges, there's probably a place for you in the world too. I'm not going to take it away from you. I wouldn't take it away from me, and what the hell do I have to offer? I don't know yet. Something, but that's not a caliber statement. Whew, holy moly. Well, we're out here still. What was I talking about? Now that I had the chance to just stand here for a second, juxtaposing feelings and emotions, having the sense that maybe none of what I experienced was meant by the artists. Oh. How long was that? How long was that signal telling me to go? I don't know. Who cares? It's a podcast. Oh, God. You know, it's funny, I was going to get to something earlier. I'm only just now at the end of the pod actually going to say it. I thought these episodes would take like a half an hour to upload a piece. You know, I run for 30 minutes, it takes 30 minutes to upload. Hell no! Wi-Fi blasting, battery sucking down, full power upload of a half an hour segment is an hour and a half. So yesterday's episode, I spent twice as long uploading, almost 3 times, as I did running. I woke up, I had been in bed for like 20 minutes, I was dozing, and I was like, oh no, I still got 2 more episodes to upload, because I've only been home for like 3 hours. I checked, and yes, Chronicle 2 of episode 21 was already up, and that was great. I'm just mentioning that because, gosh diddly dang darn, I'm starting to see logistical tangles coming up around the twisty little grapevine of our winemaking endeavor, also known as a running podcast. If I'm going to be running 5 hours a day, then the uploading optimally, were I to be running on a treadmill in Starbucks for those 5 hours with full Wi-Fi, well hydrated, in a safe area that's not too humid, or raining, or snowing, or scorching, or spinning dust through the air, or full of animals I need to watch out for. Under optimal circumstances, a 5-hour run is going to result in a 20-hour day. I guess I'm not taking into account battery life or simultaneous uploading. I think that's possible. I still haven't investigated it, so we'll look into that. YouTube says I can do it, but I feel like it's not all going to go up at once. And then again, if I can get a queue going, I can just do everything at once and say, hey, recording device that I'm probably going to need to keep on an ice pack with a battery charger strapped to you. Several probably in rotation. Hey, you, recording complex, micro studio. Upload these What's that going to be? Half an hour episodes, 5 hours, 10. Damn. What is that? We're going to be doing 10 episode runs? Wow. Yesterday was barely 4. It really wasn't 4. That last episode was basically just an outro. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to think about, isn't it? I was so lost in my thoughts, I didn't even look where the heck I was going. Hey, I really let myself go these last couple of episodes. I really allowed my speech to be as fast as it felt like it wanted to be. I wasn't doing any reining in. I wasn't doing any curtailing. I was doing very little self-censorship. This is a podcast. This is mostly how I talk anyway. Particularly when I have company, and it does kind of feel like I have company right now, which is odd. I guess I'm next to a bar that's rocking and rolling. And there's people at my house right now, I think. And traffic is right there. And the bees love that hedge. And some bees and a lot of wasps like this hedge, this little one, and that little one. Nothing seems to like these. Little succulents, they don't even seem to like each other. I should water them. It's been way too long. Hi, boys. Okay. Like I was saying, I plan on increasing my proficiency with this podcast, and therefore everything in the podcast. So, if you're getting blasted by automatic fire of my assault wording, rest assured, things will continue to become better paced as I practice. I assume that's going to happen naturally as my comfort level increases, as the length of the runs increases, as my level of patience increases, as my stress level in life decreases. Or perhaps as I grow more resilient toward the same. I'm not going to speak to whether life is ever less or more stressful. I can only speak to my experience, right? But that's not the subject of this pod. We ran, we conquered, we made a lot of sense, or no sense at all. You be the judge. I'm over here. I think it was okay. Posture. Ready for 3 breaths? Let's hit it. That's popcorn in the pan, my friends. Who's got the butter and the Tabasco? Or a pickled jalapeno, my friendo? Tune in tomorrow. I might be here. I might not. Goodbye.